Okay, next one, I'll just show you how we maintain the chart of account. So we go back to GL here. So at the chart of account, right, we have account type. Basically, you look at this different color, right? There are three different colors. One is slightly like birch of orange color. All right, and then here you got something like highlighted in purple or light purple. And then you see, if you scroll further down, right, you find that like all this, right, is without any background color. Okay, they actually got some meaning there, right? If you see this darker color, which is orange, I call this orange, right? Actually, it's not orange, but I call it orange. If you look at this color, right, it means this is the account type. Account type is a standard, usually it's a standard of defining the category of your account. So I'm not account background, my terms used may be wrong, but it's called account type, right? All right. So when we want to create an account here, we need to decide, oh, which account, my account that I want to create is under which account type. So example, if I want to create a account for my bank, all right, I got a new bank account, I want to create a bank account, where should I look? If we don't know the terms of account, right, like account type, right, or the what is current assets, what is fixed assets, what are the difference, right? Then of course we cannot do this, right? But usually this one is done by accountant, so we don't have to worry. We just when we go out do the training or teach, right? We don't have to be expert. When I first went out, I don't know nothing. I know nothing, right? And I just need to know something. What is AutoCount accounting? I just tell them, oh, this is the account type. Oh, okay. This is the account. Oh, okay. They know what is account. Right, that's enough. Important is the person you are teaching, they know. But you don't go and stole them. Hey, how come you don't know what? You don't say that. But we try to explain the purpose of this account type. But customers sometimes will ask, hey, where, if this account type, where can I change the name? I don't want to call it sales. All right, I want to call it something else. Revenue. How do I change that? Anyone? Any idea? Where do I change? I don't want to call it sales. All right, I know this sales, right? I can just edit it or double click it. I can change to revenue. But how about the category? I don't want the category call as revenue sales. I want it to show as a revenue as well. We go to where? General maintenance, right? Just now we saw the third session, general maintenance. Here we look for account type. The first one is here. So we go to account type maintenance, then we look into sales, and we can rename it to revenue here. Okay. So once we change the name, we refresh, then you can find the name revenue. Okay. So that's how we change the account type. The description of the account type. Okay, just now I mentioned something about if I want to create a new account, which is bank, right? It is under current assets. Usually we talk about bank, my cash in hand and things like that is under current asset. So under current assets, right? Then you look at the button here. The button here, all this, right? All from this and this group new special account, they are all to create a new account, So if I'm to create a new account, I need to know what account I'm going to create. Just like I know that I wanted to create a bank account, right? So the first thing I do, so many buttons which one to click, right? I need to click on the button that I find the word I want to, the account I want to create. That means I want to create a bank, right? Yeah, here there's a bank, right? This button. Then I will have to use this button to create the bank account, right? Then I click bank. Okay, now this interface, right, may look, wow, like why I need to so many things inside just to create one account, right? Why so many things? Okay, first I need to know whether the account that I want to create is bank, cash, or other somehow, the deposit or the payment. So I want to create a bank account. Okay, I need to key in the bank account here, right? So what is my account? Wait, let me see. I need to decide the bank account number. Don't worry about this. The customer usually will know what is the next account number they want to put. Okay, then this one maybe I call it what bank maybe I call it Maybank Maybank. Okay, usually they'll put their account number behind, or they'll put something like that, account number. Okay, basically this the requirement to create one account, the account number and the description. But why there are so many things here, right? Is because we need to create something called payment method, which is very important. Because throughout the transaction, you find this payment method. Payment method is very useful when we want to create different kind of payment for this account. For example, I want to have check or payment method as a check, and I want to create as a Visa, I want to create as a Master, I want to create as a just cash transaction for this account. All this we can use payment method to represent the type of transaction between this bank account. Okay, so for example, let's say I want to create a Visa account. I just type Visa here, and the kind of transaction I may use for this bank is cash as well. So I can put in cash. But of course, I want to make sure this Visa and this payment method, right? Visa and cash, right? Or maybe I use credit card now. Credit. It's linked to which bank account, right? Usually, what they do, they will even put like something like MBB in front. Maybank. Okay, so you put something that you know this credit, because you may have another bank, let's say CMB or Public Bank or RHB. So all these different bank, you may have different payment method as well. So usually you put something in front to identify this payment method is linked to which bank. Okay. So after I put the payment method, basically it's done. All right, I can just save it. All right, save. So now I see the bank here. Okay, but then let's say, oh, I realize that this bank account I created is outside this group. Okay, this is a group called Cash a Bank. Means maybe I want to group all my bank's account under one group called Cash a Bank. So what I do is I can just drag in. Okay, I can drag in, and yes, then you go into Cash a Bank. Okay. So this is to create a bank account. So the next thing I think, most likely I will create one fixed asset. Okay. I want an account for maybe my computers. You see the fixed asset, right? Under fixed asset, there's no computers. Maybe I want to create for all my IT equipments, all right? Except for my IT equipments. So what I do is, again, I will think, okay, this is the fixed asset, right? So whether I got fixed asset here. Okay, I got fixed asset here, so I create the fixed asset. I click this button and highlight at the correct account type. Then I need to create two accounts. Why? Because under the fixed asset, right, the structure is one is your asset, another is your depreciate account for that asset. Depreciate because everything when we purchase, right, your value will depreciate, that means fall, you fall through the years. So that's a depreciate account, but you have to keep your original value of your purchase phone. Then if your value drop, you put a transaction to decrease the value inside the depreciate. That's why we need two accounts. So the first one, same thing, we need to decide our account number. Okay, let's say I put 4006. So this is computers and IT equipment. Okay, we follow the number is the asset to, no, sorry, this one should be 400. This one should be 400. Okay, and then this one is this one 5. Sorry, this one should be 5. Saw the wrong one. Okay, then this one should be 200 5005. Okay. Oh, 5. Okay. So this is my asset, this is my depreciate account. So both accounts, when I save, they'll create together, you see? Oh, they're both created at the same time. So, and let's say today another account, the one more account I want to create. Maybe that account is what you call, can think of an example, salary. See, got salary account here. Got salary already. Maybe I want to create one account called EPF. All right. So if I want to create one account called EPF, right, where should I create? First, I know EPF is under which account type? Usually it's expenses, right? It's under expenses. So highlight the expenses. And the next thing I want to know is which button to click, right? So then again, I look into a special account first, see got any expenses or EPF account, something like that. So there's no special account for it, right? Then which button do I click? Then I click new normal account. Okay. So the step is actually it's quite simple, is to decide under which account type, and then whether you need to create as a special account type or not. If you don't have to create as a special account type, then the last option only you go for the normal account. Okay. So the normal account for the EPF, again, how do I create an account? It's very simple. You only need two entries now. One is account number, another one is description. How come got a name running around one? Someone remoting my computer. Okay, so the account number, let's say I just put salary is salary was what number? 904, right? 904. So maybe here I put 9040010. Okay, so this one is EPF. Or maybe I want to create another one called SOXO. Okay, we got SOXO as well. 9040020. Okay, maybe this one I call SOXO. Or maybe that's all. These two I want to create. So once I'm done, I click save. Then you see, okay, so you have. Okay, another question your customer may ask is, hey, how do I know the sequence here? Okay, the sequence for the account type is fixed. All right, it's fixed here. But I'm not sure. Let me see. Maybe, but it's better don't adjust, simply adjust. You better check with your technical if they want to adjust the sequence. Better don't adjust. And if the customer say the account, can I change the sequence? The sequence is go by what? It goes by the account number. Right? It goes by the account number. That's the sequence. So when customer create the account, they have to decide the sequence and then to decide what is the account number to use. Okay. Okay, the next thing I will show you is once we create the accounts inside chart account, right? The next thing we will think, hey, how do I create a customer account? How do I create a supplier account? Then we see, hey, here is the data control. Then we thought, we may think, maybe that's where I create the data. Is that correct? Is that where I create my data or my customers? Is that where I call it? No, right? Data control is another meaning. Data control is simple for like me layman. What is I would say is a group of customers. So this data control is like a group of customers. Sometimes we want to categorize different group of customers. Like I want to say, okay, this is one of the data control account. You see, the special. Now we learn how to look at the special account type. This special account type is SDC. Next time you see like for bank, right? Just now I created the bank, right? It's a special account type, right? This bank they also got a code for SBK. We always take you always see the S is the keyword, key letter, sorry, key letter to represent special, and then followed by the short form BK, like CH is the cache. So this one is the data control. So data control is a group. If I want to create another data control, it's very simple. I just click here to create another data control. But if I want to create customer, we have to go back to where? The AR menu. All right. So if we go AR menu, we'll find the function called data maintenance. So we go data maintenance. Okay, create new data. Like for this data, maybe I'll call it company A. Right. So here you see the control account is to point to the which group of the is this customer, all right? Which group is this customer? So the group is we only got one now. We didn't create the second one. So if you got more than one, you will see them in the list. So they are those control account for customer. You will see them here. So so I select. So now I only got one choice. So that's okay. And then you see, you auto generate the customer account for me. All right. So I just key in the address and so on. Simply address one address. You got 4 lines of address to key, but you don't have to fill everything. As long as you can enter all the address should be enough. And if your deliver address is the same as your billing address, right? You just click set identical. If different, you can always change as well. Then your phone number, mobile, fax, and so on. All these are the customer profile. You can just key in. Okay, but I want to go back to this data account. There's a question that sometimes I'll receive from customer asking, can my customer account different format? Different format. Okay, you see, this customer account, right, is same format as my child account, the accounts format, right? Means 3 digit in front, then dash, separate by a dash. So if customer asks this, can we do that? There's a workaround. There's a workaround. By using import. Sometimes you can use import to have different account, I would say customer account format. You can use import to do that. Then only you can fill in the blank later on. This is quite technical, so you better practice something to import from Excel first. Then only you do that. Okay, but if the customer say I want to change my customer format, where do I change? Okay, now we go to tools. All right, tools. There's also very important place that we must go. Tools options. Oops. So we go to tools options here. There's one of the, just now we have seen the manage fiscal year. This is also a very important place, which is a lot of settings that you can find inside here, which may change how your system works. Okay. So for instance, just now I mentioned about the account format, right? That's under where? Under GL. Hey, sorry. Under general account code format. Okay. So here you can see your account code generally is using the dash in between, and your data also same using dash between. But today, just now I mentioned customer, if they ask, hey, I want to have different format, maybe I want to have longer customer code, can or not? Can or not? I want longer. So now it's different format from the account code format, right? So I change to this. And if I click OK, what happens? You say, oh, cannot. System say your data code format must same length as your account code format. So system actually reject the setting because it says your length must be same as your this account code format, your data and character as well. So if I say, okay, maybe, okay, I remain same length, but maybe for customer, I don't want to have a dash. Can or not? I don't want to have a dash. I remove the dash. Then I try again. Oh, sorry, the length must be same. Okay, put the length same. Okay, okay. Oh, you still cannot. You see, because the main format, right, you need to have a dash between. So in other words, for the data format and for the data format, creditor format, all must follow back the main account code format. I cannot have different style. Okay, so that's why that's how we what I call have to standardize. It's actually to help to standardize the account number. Okay, but what does it mean? Like here, what we can do is, if we want to set different type of auto generate number, like for example, P is to copy the 3 front characters from the control account. You notice just now when I create the child account, the data, right? The data account code, the 300 in front is actually copied from where? From the control account, right? And then you got F, and then you got I. So all this actually is written there. You can go take a look, all right? So you can take a look and understand. But the default, if you follow default, then it's quite straightforward. Then when I create customer, right, another thing I need to check is the others. Okay, others here got also, even though it's others, but you got some critical setting as well, like your SST setting for this customer, right, or the default text that you use, and also if your tax exemption is also under others, and all the information now you can find is inside here. Yeah, that's all about the customer or the data maintenance. There are also tabs like contact and also branches. These two, right, you can add even more people to contact from this company. Or like this one, you can put Mr. Tan, okay, department. You can even say which department, account department, and so on. And then you can add more, and also branches, the same. Maybe this company have branches of in Johor branch, and so on, and the address and contact, so you can add. Okay, all this currently I would say for this is for reference, good for reference. Later on, you find out that the branch, right, can be used as deliver also. So you can have different delivery address. Because here you see we only got one deliver address. But if you want to have more different branches of deliver address, you can maintain under branch.